Okay, so what is up? We had to change plans. I decided to come to the other island because we got people on the bank over by my house. We have people on the bank over here by the clubhouse. We've got kayakers, and we've just got everybody out today. So I wanted to come over here because, like I thought, most of the time, there's no one on this side. So I figured that I would come. Oh, there's the kayakers. So I figured I would come out here, you know, toss around just a wee bit and see what happens. So, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start over here. Just because the people in the kayaks are over there. So I'm gonna fish this spot. I actually like this spot. I think this is a good spot right here. So we're going to hope, pretty much, we're gonna hope that we can snag one over here. Pretty much, first cast over here. Oh, that's one right there. That's one right there. I just pulled up. First cast over here. A little. Yeah, that's crazy. No way. But yeah, so see, that's why I like this side. And sorry for cussing. I didn't mean to cuss. But at the same time I did. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Little 1 pounder right there. Usually he's sitting right over there in that brush pile. So I thought, let's get him back in there. Here he goes. Just didn't want to throw him in like shallow. But that was crazy. The first cast over here was nice. But I'm just gonna slowly just move this guy along. Dude, all this pollen is so crazy. I think it was yesterday we had the highest pollen count in Georgia in like 15 years or something like that. I don't know. My buddy Colton was telling me about it. And dude, I believe it. Like, look at this. This is crazy amount of pollen. Crazy. Let's toss it. Here we go. Okay. But I might end up putting on a worm because I feel like the worm will do wonders. Yeah, see that guy? It's funny because the guys over at the clubhouse were over by my house at that island. So, and then they moved when they saw that the kayakers were coming out. And the fact that I was on the kayak this morning as well, but I just didn't catch anything. But at the same time, I didn't even really try. I was just out there just casting away. Like, you know, just all willy-nilly. You know, no rhyme or reason, just casting. Yeah, I'm probably about to put on the wacky rig. Fishing a wacky rig around dock pilings and stuff. Yeah, that's the move. That's what we're doing. All right, center mass right there. That center mass of the wacky worm. Really, of the Senko. I think. Did I get it? I did not get it center mass. Dang it. That'll do. That'll do it for me. All right, dang, the water's up way higher than when me and Lucas were over here. I don't know. Let's see if it's they can see the line thing. Hopefully it's not the case. Ooh, that was close. Glad I dropped it. Yes, there we go. So it has nothing to do with them being able to see the braid. Yep, man. This is 10-pound line, so yeah, I am trying to be generous with it. Like, ooh, there we go, man. Here we go. Another one in the roof, sort of roof, side roof. Side roof of the mouth. Came out. Cool, man. He almost looks like the same fish. He might have been. Maybe. You never know. That might be his little spot. But no, because I cast it that way. Here we go. Another pound fish, man. Beautiful, beautiful fish. He's dark. I like how dark he is. And then he's got some of that blue. Like, it's pretty cool. But thanks for biting. Sorry I was holding you so long, letting you suffocate. That was awesome. Yeah, it was our bite number 2. Bite number 2. And in this spot, too. Okay. Switching sports. Okay. This is where Lucas caught that bluegill. And I get why. This is a good spot. It's a beautiful spot. Lucas's bluegill was over there. Messed that up. Messed it up. Like the bluegill was over there, and so is that bass that I hooked but didn't bring in. Oh. Yeah. Little one. Little one. But cool. Barely hooked too. Yep, you guys are the feisty ones. Barely hooked. Look at that. Barely got him. Like that is barely in there. Just in the skin of his lip. That was crazy. But sweet, man. Thanks for biting. I'll throw a wacky rig anywhere. I do mean anywhere. Anywhere, I don't care. I'll throw it. Doesn't matter the time of the year. I'll throw it. Oh, let me sit here. Hopefully there ain't no danger noodle near me. Oh God. That's another one, and all I sat down. He's little. They are little, but I'm not surprised because we back here in the little creek, dude, and they're just eating this wacky. That's 3 fish on one wacky worm with no O-ring. Dude, look how small he is. Dude, he's like 7-8 inches. Dang, thanks for biting, dude. Let me get closer. I don't want to lob you too hard. Man, but that's awesome, dude. This worm has 3 fish, 1 worm, no O-ring. That's pretty darn awesome, if you ask me. Okay, so I went and had lunch, but now we're on the other island, which you guys can see, the other island over here, and there's already been so many people like out fishing over here. Like I came over here, there's nobody here right now, but there's a guy who literally just left, and I'm getting a phone call. And it's Colton. Hilarious. Man, okay. So, yeah, just got off the phone with Colton. Colton's about to stop by. And I'm gonna fish the spillway. So, all right, motorcycle. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I didn't want to only fish one island today. I was like, no, like let me fish both islands today, and then just add that into the thumbnail, you know, fishing 2 islands. You know, because they are literally both surrounded by water, so they're islands, right? That's an island. Yeah, that's an island. You know, so but I did change up my baits, my lures. I have a stick bait, which I'm throwing right now, just the old stick bait, you know, weightless, because I was like, let's see, you know, let's see what happens, because I feel like the weightless worm and a wacky rig are kind of similar. They're both a worm, but I just figured I would toss it around. Comes that motorcycle again. But I'm just tossing it over here. I have 2 different, well, sort of. I mean, the worm, it's different, but it's the same bait, just rigged differently. That's all. That is all. Something over there. Is that a turtle? Looks like a turtle. To me, it looks like a turtle. Look, there's old Colton. Right there. Here, let me go. Let's go say hey to Colton. Let's go say hey.
I was gonna pull up here.
Yeah.
I know it's made for vehicles, but I was like, what if it were to collapse?
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. All right, so as you guys saw, Colton pulled up on me. So I gave him one of my rods. But Colton's not here for long. He just came to stop by and say hey. So that's all. I just handed it to him, was like, here, make a few casts. But he literally has to go grab his kids. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he can catch something. But yeah, Colton's gonna come out more and fish with me, or us, really. He's gonna come fish with us. That's how I see it. It's because I don't feel like I'm ever fishing by myself. I always feel like I'm fishing with everybody that watches, you know, because they comment and stuff. So I feel like, dude, they were out here, they synced it.
That's why you gotta start streaming.
Yeah, see, I think streaming would be really crazy. My only issue is, I guess I would have to, like, I'm trying to figure out how I would do that. You know, like, do I just take the computer out there with me? Or, like, stream from my phone?
You stream from your phone, I think.
Yeah, and then figure out how to hold my phone?
You may have to have, like, a separate device.
Yeah. I'll have to look at it. But yeah, so I have the... Yeah, there's quite a few. I have the Dark Sleeper on, and I don't know how I feel about the Dark Sleeper. I do like the different retrieves you can. I've only found 2 retrieves that you can really do with a Dark Sleeper, you know, because it's intended to be fished like a jig. So hopping it off the bottom, you know, how you do a Texas rig, you know, and everything, that just seems, you know, it seems great. But for me, here, I like to swim it just because of all the grass, you know, and you see what I mean. Like, it just picks up that little area right there, that notch, the line tie picks up just a bunch of grass every time, you know. And they're saying, oh, you're supposed to rip it out of the grass, but every time I try to rip it out the grass, I just pull a bunch of grass. And then And if it comes near any stick, that stick is caught. Like, sticks love this thing. So, but yeah, just out here. Oh God, that's gonna come at me.
I'm not gonna bring it.
I see it. I see it up there. Here, just pull it. Whatever. You break the line. You break the line. Stabilize the rod at least. Here, I got it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't want you to snap my Walmart rod. My $30 Walmart rod.
Your $30 Walmart rod.
Yeah. Dude, you got it up there. It's way up in that tree.
Get away.
Here, it broke. It broke off. Did it take my leader? It did. That's what broke. Okay.
I can't. It's all wrapped around me. I know that much.
Yeah.
Sorry. The wind took it away.
That's hilarious. All wrapped around.
I tried
you.
to stop it too before it kept going.
Yeah, the wind is great at. Let's see, you got the end? No? No?
Not yet. God,
Dude, yeah, you threw out a lot of line. The wind helped with it.
that's why I said I tried to stop it, but I wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool, yeah, you broke my leader off. Cool, that ain't bad then.